Assalamualaikum and hi. Today I would like to present about topic 5. It is a delivery effective presentation. So the title that I choose is floods. So my name is Nur Arsha Umaira binti Arifin, membership number 03 DPR20F2006. Here is introduction of floods. A flood can be defined as any high water flow that dominates the nature of artificial banks in any part of the river system. Therefore, when a river bank is overtopped, the water extends over the flood plain and generally become hazardous to the society. When floods occur, it has terrible impacts on people and it is at as it disputes their day-to-day activities and the impact can last for a week in the coming years. Change is likely to make the situation even more challenging. Flooding is natural event and no matter how hard a government or society try to minimize or to stop it completely. The most devastating natural disaster experienced in Malaysia is flood. Through Malaysia, including Sabah and Sarawak, there is a total of 189 river basins with the maintained channel flowing directly to the South China Sea and 85 of them are prone to recurrent flooding. The estimated area vulnerable to flood disaster is approximately 29,800 kilometers or 9% of the total Malaysia area and is affecting almost 4.89 million people which is around 22% of the total population of the country. Floods in Malaysia have been classified into categories by the Malaysian Drains and Irrigation Department. It is flash flood and monsoon floods. Based on the hydrological perspective, the clear difference between these two disasters in the period taken by the river flow to recede to the normal level. Flash flood take only some hours to return to the normal water level while monsoon flood can last for a month. So, causes of floods. A flood is a water body that occupies a ground that is ordinarily dry. Floods are widespread natural phenomena that can affect millions of people worldwide. Drinking water can also be polluted by flooding and contribute to illnesses. They are mostly caused by rivers, but floods can also occur from flooding lakes and sea. When the dam bursts, the flood can take various forms, such as in the form of heavy rainfall. In addition, the loss of the loss of snow also contributes to floods. Floods add to any excessive and immense spread of water but are not considered healthy for drinking purposes. So, effect of floods. Agricultural lands are destroyed due to crops being submerged in water. This causes a lot of economic loss to farmers. It can wreck houses, particularly houses in the villages, can cause especially for all transport and communication. There is shortage of drinking water. Flood can harm human, animal, and plant life. Cause a risk in epidemics because of waterlogging. Malaria and diarrhea are common diseases during floods. Cause decay of organic matter leading to growth of infection spreading germs. Advantages of floods. There are many benefits of flooding and despite its immediate ill effects for the farmers and the people in the agriculture sector, it helps them in long run by providing the nutrients to the soil that were lacking. It makes the soil more fertile and increases the agricultural production. The nutrients also added to rivers and the lakes by they improve the health of fishes that can be consumed. There may be the relocation of fishes and the organisms living in the water's body. The flooding may improve the ecosystem, new predators and prey introduce the areas balancing the aquatic population. The floodplains are relatively flat lands adjacent to the body of water such as the river or the stream which become flooded. When the channel capacity is exceeded and the floodplain surrounding the river is used as agricultural lands. The floodplains provide a range of benefits to the ecosystem and community that includes flood storage and erosion control provide a broad area with streams and rivers to spread out the accommodate primary storage of the floodwater, reducing the flood peaks and the erosion potential. Disadvantage of floods. Heavy flood can be so disastrous that the infrastructure is washed away. The people and the animal drown and people can be stranded for long periods. The society and the economy of the country will suffer in many ways after the floods. The loss of life, vegetation and infrastructure means there will be fewer people in the labor force, less agriculture available for the locals and the exploitation, and fewer businesses to contribute to the economy of the country. There will be mass dislocation of people. Many people may be left homeless and jobless. So the government will have to spend a little more. The country may seek the assistance from the foreign countries to supply the food and the materials to clean and replace the infrastructure. And lastly, floodwater can be dangerous when they have more dip and speed. It's very dangerous to walk and drive through the floodwater when there are 6 inches of water that can cause unstable footing, and 2 feet of water can cause the car to be swept away. Flood prevention tips. So, firstly, sea leaf are the biggest contributor to low clutter. Clean the gutters and the drains down for attached to your roof at least twice a year. Make sure that the ground area within 10 feet of your home slope away from your home's foundation. Have your roof carefully inspected at least once a year by a capable person to check the roof thoroughly for missing shings, joints, roof components, separation of the roof from chimneys and exhaust pipe and other roof problems. If your house or commercial lot is at risk of flooding from higher neighboring property, consider building on solid wall masonry fence of the water vulnerable boundaries of your property. Preventative landscaping can also help reduce the chance of mudslide or flooding. So, conclusion, given the high volume and excellent quality of flood-related knowledge and flood prevention information, it's surprising that this natural system still continue to play the role regularly, leaving an even-increasing threat of death and destruction in its wake. The main cause of this is the ancestral movement of people into flood-prone areas, particularly in the developing country, where acknowledging that such movement is dictated by the necessity to survive. The people must be made the release that flood warning should be needed and basis recommended precautions should be taken properly and serious. The only solution in the present scenario is to conduct and maintain a strong, widespread and well-supported educational campaign aimed at preventing more losses caused by floods. So that's all from me. Thank you.